I place a lot of emphasis on how the public sees Perla and looks at our brand. The Coral Gables Farmers Market. I will distinctly remember our first day there, where we didn't beta test anything for the generators that we needed to run, and so I am still impressed that we were able to maintain a booth there, because the generator we had to have for an espresso machine, even though it's a small one, I mean, you could hear that thing freaking 10 miles away.
I love that.
And so it's we're right outside of Coral Gables City Hall. We've got it sounds like a large home diesel generator for our one group espresso machine, and it's still shorting out the damn generator. And so but like you said, those are the types of things that you look back on and you smile, because you're like, it seemed like a big deal at the time. I was also sweating profusely and making coffee for people and trying to build the brand that way. But I look back on those times, and that was the first time that we met the executive chef at the Ritz-Carlton South Beach and started developing that. So that's with people perceiving and watching your brand, you never know who's watching you, and it's such
people really respect that growth.
Yeah, for sure. They want to see the struggle. I know that's something that you and I have talked about, where it's like, yes, we could have raised a bunch of capital and skipped a bunch of bases, but when you remove that struggle piece, that causes a brand to lose credibility, I think. Like you see it in different elements of food and beverage, and it just doesn't have that story. And even when you're talking about large brands acquiring, because they try to create those brands from scratch, quote unquote, but
right.
It just doesn't have the same. It doesn't have the story. Like, it doesn't have the same feel behind it.